just looking at. Tell everybody what your scenario is, and then your time starts now.
Alright, I'm supposed to convince a room full of Londoners to move to Barnsley. Yeah, see, it's a good task to give to me because I'm an American, I moved over here, so I don't know how ridiculous the concept is. But
oh dear.
So, well, I start out with trying to convince them that as much as they love London, because it's getting to know the difference between Londoners and Barnsley people, right? Londoners think they're fun, but they don't know fun until you've met a man who's half pissed wearing a bowler hat. At a beer fest, really, honestly. So you have to try and convince them that all the benefits they get in London, they can get in Barnsley. This being a stretch, I understand, but you may have to fudge a little bit on that. So let's say, I don't know if anyone can tell me what would pass for like the Buckingham Palace in Barnsley. Is there something similar? Instead of the changing of the guards, you can watch the changing of the drunk old buns out of the pub or something. There's some regulars, and it's really hard. I know that tourists like to come and watch the changing of the guards, and they try and make them laugh or something like that. I bet they get a right giggle out of making the old men giggle after they've had quite a few pints, something like that. So maybe also the cost of living, because one of the things I've noticed. Barnsley, probably some real estate that's pretty reasonable in price, whereas London, if you want to live in a flat that's about 2 feet by 2 feet, I think you have to have roughly the salary of 3 lawyers to live in it, or half a queen, I don't know. But I've seen her place and I think she's getting a subsidy, frankly, because no one else would afford that. But it is something that you could convince Londoners to move to Barnsley with, because purely on the expense alone. Even drink, I think, because I've not been to London where I've had to pay less than, say, £4 for a pint. And that just seems ridiculous. It's the same pint. You're drinking the same pint. They may even posh it up a bit and say it's London, blonde or something like that. But really, it's the same pint you're having in Barnsley for half the price, right? And probably in Barnsley you're going to have something like the pint steel you have here. It's really lovely. Do you know anywhere in London that you would actually safely go at night where you could get a pint? There may be them, but no one's ever heard of anyone who's gone there and come back, really, honestly. So you could talk about that you could get a bit more culture and a bit more diversity in Barnsley without having to deal with the high crime rate in the areas where you get the diversity.